Well, hello everybody. Clutch here from the Sodak motorcycle blog. So, if you're sitting here expecting, a great new grand season of Sodak motorcycle blog to come out, well, I got some bad news for you. I'm being lazy, and so what I did here is I just went through and mashed up all the Sturgis Rally videos together into one big long video to revisit the rally. And like I said, mainly because I'm lazy. I could probably have content created by now, but I've been really lazy this winter, so my apologies. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the 2024 Sturgis Rally Revisited.
We are recording. Good morning, everybody. Here with Clutch, Sodak motorcycle blog, you know it all. On a very brisk 90-degree morning here in South Dakota. But hey, a lot better than last year was. If you remember last year was a downpour on the first day of rally. Me and the executive producer out here taking a little ride to Sturgis. Out here riding before it gets hot. But that's okay. Got to get our road mine patches this year, so yeah, the motto of the first part of this rally has been hot, hot, and hot again. I think it was over 100 yesterday. I think it was 98 the day before. Today I think it's supposed to be 100 again. But then by middle of next week, that chance of storms, and until then, sorry, I'm kind of fighting my mic here. But yeah, until next week, when there's chance of storms pretty much every day, and it gets back down into the 80s, and so you know what that means, hail weather, cool. And there's always at least one during rally, so it's definitely coming for sure. So as I've said before, we're experimenting with different camera here. Doing the 360 and using the DJI mount. You can't see it. You can probably see a little hint of a cord sitting there. That's me trying to do my best to hide the cord with the stitching, although it's just part of the deal. So you're going to see a goofy cord in the way. I know, so unprofessional. But that's what you come to expect from the Sodak motorcycle blog is, semi-novice film work. That's what we do. We use our camera technology as a crutch, and we don't use it well. But we just left Johnson Siding, going up Norris Peak Road here. If I remember right, I think this is, well, maybe not anymore, but it used to be the most dangerously rated road in the Black Hills for motorcyclists. But then they straightened a bunch of the curves out, so it's not as dangerous, but still pretty dangerous. Which obviously you're seeing this after rally, so I can't really tell you for this rally, but if you're coming out for a rally, just be advised that, the roads out here are, they're not like your roads at home. They're not like your twisties at home. They're a lot tighter twisties, a lot narrower roads. You heard during rally, it's a lot more traffic as well, so there's a lot of things to be aware of. think last year we had 18 deaths on South Dakota roads during a rally, and I think all but like 2 of them were out here in the Black Hills. So it's a thing. Be careful. Although I know Although I know one of you keyboard warriors out there is going to be on there reminding me, oh, you're preaching safety with short sleeves on. Yep, that's right. I decided to break the rules today. And here's why. And this comes from the safety guy in our club who works safety on the airbase before he PCS. The only reason they make the whole thing about the sleeves is for sunburns. You know what? I got sunscreen on. We're good. I've mitigated that risk. It has nothing to do with road rash. And honestly, if you're wearing jeans and a long sleeve t-shirt even, you're still not that protected from road rash. It's just the fact of the matter, man. Enough talking, let's do some riding. Oh, now it's on. Yeah, it will. When the camera's on, it's 360 record, so I just got to do it in post-production. Look at me sounding all like professional. But everybody here, we know the truth. This is where you come for the semi-novice motovlog work. We rely on our camera technology to bail us out, and we use it poorly. That's okay. Almost 450 subscribers have got to be drunk. Forgot they subscribe. Yeah. Well, good. Oh. Yeah. Coming up on Nemo. You want to support a good local business here, go to Big Mama's. They're local. They're open most of the year. Support them. Their beer's cheap. And look at that view. The big, bustling metropolis of Nemo. Yep. This is as busy as it gets, with the exception of hunting season and outhouse races in February. Yeah. Hell yeah. Rednecks Racing House. This is great. Isn't a bad day though, just hot, but better than last year. Back way. This'll work. Yep. Yep. Let's go. So,
I was sort of excited when I seen the $2 sign.
yeah, water's only $1.
Buck.
Nice. Okay, so if you want water or you want beers and want event cups at Sturgis, go to Domino's.
Yeah.
Dollar waters. Cups filled with beer, $10, $3.50 refills. You won't find it any cheaper. I mean, you can pay more if you want. I don't.
Especially because it's all the same damn beer.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we can go get in line at Dixon. Although it does move pretty quick, so.
It's not that many people.
No. Worst of it is there's no shade. It's kind of like waiting for plasma. Obligatory Main Street photo. Allow me to whip this out. Get your picture.
I did. There you go. Well, it's really funny because when people find out you live here, they like want to see things and like this cams. Just take that cams. They're all over.
Wonder how much Hot Leathers charges for their flannels.
Yeah.
I'll bet you it's close to whether that was 100. Those were about 60 a piece. Or how much did we spend?
$106.
Okay, so they're like 50 a piece.
Yeah.
So I think they sell them a little cheaper in Sturgis.
20, but we got discount with clear discount.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So.
That's right. No, the price you pay for them, that's worth it.
Yeah, I'm fine with most shirts.
And it's quality.
Yeah.
And they actually put a store in Sturgis, so. I mean, granted, they're not open all year, but it's at the same time, it wouldn't make sense.
No.
But they also didn't make a big fuss about being open all year when we know down the road they're not going to be.
Yeah.
That's what annoys me is when, oh yeah, we're going to be open all year. No, you won't.
I know.
You won't be open all year. We know it. Everybody knows it. Well, at least the locals know it.
Yeah. Well, that's what they do. All these people come here and they're like, oh, we'll be open all year round.
Yeah.
No, you're not. They do it one season, realize Sturgis is dead, and close.
Well, it's not an area where
Yeah, you're not.
it's a 1 week rally town. Basically the summer.
Yeah.
Just like everything else around here, it's the summer.
Yep.
Okay, everybody. Well, we're home now. We made Sturgis, had our fun up there, but honestly, it's too damn hot, so we're calling it. But I'd like to thank you for stopping by Sodak Motorcycle Blog. We make weekly motorcycle videos. We talk about the Black Hills, the Sturgis Rally, as you can see right here, and just other random things. But anyways, thanks for stopping by.
Day 2 of the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally for the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. Now, I'm coming on you here right now because on a case of we have some weather that can't quite figure out what it wants to be in life. It identifies as fog, but gets you wet like rain, but then there's wind, and basically, you know, all you people that hate the heat, well, you're eating crow this morning, because I hope you enjoy this. Personally, I'm one of those, I generally prefer the heat. Even though the last video was titled Effing Hot, still, I prefer the heat. I would much rather have 100 degrees and sun like we had yesterday as opposed to this, well, BS. But such is life when you're a motorcyclist. So good news, we have the wet weather protection system deployed on the XM radio. Now, I'm not going to do that on the phone, which is kind of seems counterintuitive, but as we learned last year, if we don't have that on there, well, the XM does weird things. Anyways, let's head up to Sturgis. We got a Green Knights ride today, and we'll tell you more when we get there. And maybe the weather will come back and we can start deploying cameras again. But until then, I got way too much money in camera to risk in weather like this. So we'll see you in a few.
3 hours later.
Well, hello everybody. We're back. Yeah. It's not wet fog anymore, kind of. Just haze now. All right, well, we're in Belfouche. There we go. All right, we're up and running again. We're heading towards Spearfish. We're going to be going to Spearfish Canyon eventually. We started the day in Sturgis and went down to Deadwood and came up through Crook City. Sorry I don't really have any video for that from you, but you know, it's kind of one of those deals where I wanted to protect the cameras, you know, because I got some decent amount of money in cameras and mics and everything else, and we don't really want to fry them that bad. Riding with me today is I got a VP from our club, and we got a couple guests here up from 117, I think, in Georgia. I might be saying that wrong, but either way, it's great to have some friends from other places here. 4 of us, so it's a nice little easy ride, easily manageable. Love to have more, obviously, but like I said, the nice thing about only having 4 is, well, management is really easy when you only got 4 people. Man. 2 flatbeds with hay beds on it. Not that you care, but like I said, Farmer Richard's coming out here. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's the downfall of this camera setup as well. It's kind of in the way. It blocks visibility a little bit. But it's kind of a pick your poison kind of a deal. I think we might be looking for something maybe up here on this front mirror. Maybe I'll put a, I don't know, maybe I'll put a, oh hell, one of those little shoes for a GoPro down on it or something like that. I don't know yet. Although this does a pretty good job of staying on my way. I wish it was a little more solid. Part of me keeps thinking this ram ball might go away, and I may put just a bolt in there that I can screw that whole thing down onto, maybe. That might be better, a little more solid. Because you can't, well, you can kind of tell in the videos where it bounces around a little bit, even with the image stabilization. But that's just kind of part of the deal. I'm still very much in a getting by kind of a mode on this for sure. But what are we doing here? We're gonna slow up here because I'm turning left right up here on the other side of the hill. I hate to be right behind the damn RV, but I'd rather have them in front of me going down the hill than behind me, for sure. But anyways, but yeah, it's been an okay day so far otherwise. I mean, it hasn't been too hot, obviously, because it's been wet. I mean, wet cold kind of sucks, but Jesus. Sorry for the cuss words, everybody. That's why we edit things out. You can't tell, but there's a nice little view of Crow Peak in front of us. Part of what makes the crown of Spearfish, because you got Spearfish Mountain, you got Lookout Mountain, and you got Crow Peak. It makes Spearfish the Queen City. And we're going to be turning right up here onto Old Bell Road. I will put the Reber link in the bottom of this video so you can check this ride out, ride it yourselves. It's not a bad little ride from Sturgis. It kind of winds around a little bit, but I tell you what, it's kind of a nice little road, I think. And yeah, we're going to get some warmth here soon. There, nice little road here. In case you're wondering, this road is called Old Bell Road. I'm gonna make the assumption, I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I've always just kind of assumed that this used to be what Highway 85 was. Either way, it's a way to Belle Fourche. Go down right along here, right along Redwater Creek. Nice little creek. In college, we used to tube down that a lot. We did a lot of tubing. We'd start there at that bridge, and then we go over to 85. That's where we'd get out. So we park a vehicle there, and we drop off tubes over here, park a vehicle over on 85, and then I'd trek through the pasture, basically. Probably on someone's private land, probably not cool to do it, but we did it anyway because we were young and dumb. But anyways, there's some cool little spots around here for sure. Maybe not to do deep swimming, but hey, you know, you want to just screw around in the water a little bit, do some inner tubing. I don't know, there's some good little spots right around the roads here you can screw around with. Actually, I think right there at the bridge on Old Bell, I think that's actually a decently deep spot. I think high school kids jump off the bridge there a lot. I unfortunately acquired my swimming skills a lot later in life, as in a few months ago, so needless to say, I'd rather go jump off the rocks at Pactola than jump off a bridge. But hey, you know, if it's only a few miles away from your house, go for it, right? Plus, never had nothing happen, but man, after being in Old Bell, had a, I remember the last time we went tubing there, dude's like, yeah, there's snapper-tutors and turtles in there. I'm like, oh, crud. We were all kind of like, oh, crud. Which we kind of knew there was, but still, you think about it more. Plus, the creek water is probably not that best because it's probably running right through a damn pasture, so, you know, is what it is. So this right here, this is Spearfish Creek here. Did I say Redwater Creek? I think it's Redwater River up there. I can't remember. I probably got my facts mixed up. Oh well, that happens. Starting to get old and senile, I guess. think we'll join you a little bit later. Welcome to Spearfish. I think I've featured it a few times in my videos, but Spearfish is where I went to college. So I used to went to school here at Black Hills State University. Actually, this motor vlog is really the use I get out of my degree I got from Black Hills State University. So hey, you know, great way to use your hard-earned degree doing very bad motor vlogs. But hey, you know, I mean, here's the problem. Especially when you're like a media major. There's not a lot of money in it. So I saw the paychecks in the oil field and I gave up the media career, which is just fine because I'm in a lot better spot now than I would have been had I stayed in media as far as I'm concerned. And this has always kind of been kind of a yuppie, kind of uppity town. I mean, it's not a bad town. It's beautiful here. This is an absolutely beautiful town if you can afford to live here. Very much our version of Boulder or any other kind of your, you know, college town that has your big university. But it's a beautiful town, beautiful setting. It was fun living here for sure. But like I said, this place is great if you can afford to live here. And well, let's put it this way. A lot of people that live and work in this, or that work in this town, a lot of them live in Sturgis. Or, what's the other town's name? Belfouche, St. Ange, View in Deadwood. I live... Nice. Nice. Yeah. They got the assignment. Sweet. It's nice to ride with people that get the assignment. Still, that's pretty good. We haven't been too bad with lights so far. Careful, guys. Watch out. Watch out. Always get nervous when you see stuff like that. But yeah, I lived here for quite a few years. Like I said, beautiful town. Actually, when I lived here, I actually worked in the summer of '05. I worked at the Common Sense in Sturgis. And let me tell you, that was eye-opening. Let's put it this way, yeah, I could probably work rally, make some extra money somewhere, but you know what? That year, working that rally at the convenience store pretty much made me think, you know what? I never want to work in this town during a freaking rally ever again. And I've kind of kept it to this day. I mean, there's very few things I would do. Maybe... Actually, I feel like about the only thing I would do work-wise during rally would be if they need a safety for, you know, like Yamaha. That'd be about the only way that you would catch me working a rally, is if I'm a road safety for demo rides. There we go. Got them all. Sweet. All right. Surfers Canyon, baby. Yep, everybody's with us. Nice. That's a beautiful spot of the world, kids. Let's put it this way, even though the riding's not that great during rally, if you're here from rally, this is one of those roads you have to get on during rally. You have to. There's no option, man. You have to get on this road. All there is to it. Because it's beautiful. I used to do that up here, ride my bike up here a lot. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it sucked going up because you're going uphill the whole way, but coming back's great. It'd take you like an hour to ride to Bridal Veil Falls, but it'd only take you 40 minutes to ride back because you just could go downhill the whole damn way. Now, one thing about this rally, and I think I mentioned it yesterday, but it has been really slow. Not a ton of people. I'm not going to stop at Bridal Veil. They might. Bridal Veil Falls, you'll see it on my left. A little bit. It's not a heavy waterfall. There they come. It's not a overpowering waterfall, especially this time of year, because usually by this time of year the runoff is gone, the spring rains have ended, so it's usually pretty light by this time. But part of the reason it's called Bridal Veil Falls is that's kind of the look of it. It's almost like Bridal Veil. But anyways, like I was saying about the traffic this year, it's a slow year this year. It is not as busy as normal years, for sure. I think next year will get crazy because of it, but it's not what it was, for sure. Dude, don't you, what, Jesus. Things that make a guy nervous. That. But anyways, yeah. It's pretty, like even today, I'm surprised at the lack of bike on this road right now. Like usually it's a lot busier, it's a lot slower, but this year just it's not as busy. Sure, everybody will come on the 5s. Like I said, next year will probably be an up year because it's a banner year, or I don't know, a year on the 5s. They like every 5s. The 5s and 0s seem to be the popular years, especially. But yeah, it's sometimes the way it is, which is kind of surprising. I was wondering if we were going to have our down year because 81, or well, obviously the 81st was going to be pretty busy because first one after COVID. 82nd was fairly busy. Last year was fairly busy. I think you're having the effect of, well, you're not as the money situation isn't as great anymore. See if I got myself a picture or not. Probably not. I'm usually looking away about the time the picture gets snapped, so. But anyways, only fun pictures of them. You see so many that do those pictures and they're all like serious and blah blah. No, those are the have fun, goofy faces. All right, so anyways, let's keep moving along. Maybe we'll see you at the old boar's nest. All right, welcome to the, I guess you could say, vlogger famous, you could probably say world famous, Boar's Nest. As you can see, it's, well, typical rally day. A little busy, but hey, that's all right. Found spot.
Yeah, I followed the spot when I came
Okay.
in. And then he followed me in, and there happened to be a spot.
Hey,
so.
perfect. Yeah. No, that's the only thing you worry about is getting the trike in. You know. Yeah, it's kind of a, you know, it's kind of a find a piece of real estate kind of a joint and call it good. Hopefully you're out of the way. That's some stock footage.
Yep.
vlog never stops. I got 450 people that are counting on me. Probably more like 10. Most of them probably bots. But hey,
It's like my dog's TikTok.
yeah, I'm number one with fake hot chick profiles in Singapore. Gotta be number one at something. One thing about the boar's nest, she's tight. Get out. Yep, perfect. Like I said, everybody understands the assignment today. That's good. It's really nice when you get a group that, you know, kind of knows what's going on, gets it, understands that things ain't going to be perfect. That's nice. Because here's the thing, when you're rally rules, it's rarely perfect. It's never perfect. It's always kind of a mess. Just kind of how it is, man. But yeah, that was a boar's nest, so good to know. Yep, that would explain what the sirens were. Not good. Not good at all. God, you hate to see it. Well, I'm gonna blur the camera here. Whatever happened, you're just gonna hear voice here because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want you to have to see it either. And frankly, if I went down in the ditch, the last thing I'd want is, you know, the internet telling me all about what I did. So, it's a brutal time, man. Gotta take care of yourselves, people. Can't be stupid. And I know we want to, you know, chill and have a good time and have fun, but, you know, everybody wants to chill and have a good time, but come on, you can't be stupid about it. But unfortunately, that's the way of the world, you know. And it's been that way long before the world was crazy, and it'll be that way long after the world is crazy. But anyways, here's the thing, that's a reality of the rally. It just is. I mean, I could sit here and sugarcoat it and be like, oh, the rally's great, the rally's grand. You know what? There's a lot of crap about the rally that sucks. Crashes is one of them. I think I mentioned in the last video where we had like, what, 15 highway deaths or 18 highway deaths and whatever the rally days last year, so it happens. Beware. But anyways, well, good news about the Boar's Nest. I'm pleased to report that for $18 you get the Boar's Nest basket, which is basically a cheeseburger with the pulled pork on top, and the other half of the basket is fries. I feel like it's a pretty good value. For 24 bucks I had a Boar's basket and a beer, and it wasn't just a cheap beer either. It was a pounder IPA from Sawyer Brewing that they were selling, so good to know, right? Alright, well, we're going to get back to the riding thing through lead here, and we'll see you in a bit. Let me tell you about where I'm at. So this is Nemo Road here. And we're going to run this up to Nemo, and then we're going to head back into Sturgis, probably up Van Arker Canyon. Probably going to stop and do a quick pit stop right at the turnoff. because one guy's peeling off, and like I said, I think it's been a good morning ride for sure. It's only 1:30 in the afternoon. It's kind of early, but you know, I think this run's going to be about 125 miles when it's all said and done. And you know what? That's a good long stretch. That's a good stretch. That's a good ride for the day. Enough to keep you at least scratch the itch for a ride anyway. So, but anyways, we'll talk to you later. Well, we're just about wrapped up. I can see Sturgis there off in the distance. We're going to call it a ride, I think. Call it a video. Don't know what I'm going to do after this, but I figure I'll ask our friends, our guests, kind of what they're doing, and figure stop at the gas station there, just rack and stack real quick, figure out what everybody's doing, and probably call it, so that way we ain't got to try to park downtown. So before I say goodbye, this is me from the future. Holy crud, there are a lot of gold wings here this year. My God. I've never seen so many gold wings at the rally. I've seen so many gold wings the last 2 or 3 days. Like, it's rare. Like, I mean, I'm used to seeing, yeah, you can always point them out all the time, but man, this year, gold wingers, boys, you showed out, man. You showed up in force, and I am here for it. Gotta love the gold wings, man. But yeah, this year, oh my God, the gold wings showed out, and I love it. Freaking love it. Just absolutely love it. And like I've said before, it doesn't matter what you ride here, man. Just ride something here. You know, hell, you don't even have to ride the stupid in here. Just put it on a trailer, put it in the back of your pickup, hook it up to a car hauler, ship it in a dang truck, something. Just get your asses here and come enjoy the rally, man. I tell you what, I was in a weird mood this year for rally. I just was not myself, not my normal excited self, and I was really kind of, you know, worried, man, is it just I'm not burnt out by it or what? But I tell you what, today, going for that ride today, sharing the beautiful Black Hills with our friends from across the country, man, that is the fun part for me. You know, pulling in Boar's Nest, seeing all kinds of bikes, you know, just the camaraderie, man. It's kind of cool, kind of fun, you know. It's kind of cool, and like I said, kind of fun. But I don't know, after the ride today, man, I'm back. I feel like, hell yeah, I'm ready for rally now. Maybe I just had to get on the bike again, and I ain't gonna lie, it's been a rough couple weeks for me. Nothing bad, just, you know, a lot of crap going on, you know. I mean, July was kind of a blur. Had AT at the beginning of the month, and then I was basically home for like 5 days, and then I went to Arkansas for a week for my civilian job, and then I come back, and then all of a sudden it's rally, and it's like, holy crap, where did July and the summer go? Well, it's back. But, you know, it's just kind of how it goes. Sometimes life goes fast. That's why you got to enjoy it while you can. That's one thing. I've been taking the time to enjoy things all the time. I don't like that corner. Captain Colorado. All right. Well, here we are again. Officially day 4 of the rally, for me day 3. As you may expect, we're in up to Sturgis again. So first mission today is, well, getting lunch for my wife and also half her damn co-workers. I shouldn't say it like that. Let me take it back. I don't mind doing it. It's the last hour this morning has been really flippin' hectic. Actually, it seems like the last frickin' month's been that way. But here's the thing, I can still get some stuff done when I'm busy. Unlike, I pretty much would say, 3/4 of the damn population. Because most of the time you get the littlest busy, you can't do a gosh darn thing. Like, I'm busy, I can't do nothing. So it's one of those deals, I have to bring her lunch. I usually do that during rally because she doesn't have a job like mine where she can just take off during rally. I mean, she actually could if she wanted to now. She's got enough seniority. But she also utilizes this week to get caught up on things. Because her job in Sturgis is one of the few jobs in that town where it actually, you know, is, you know, the rally is the slow time. So she uses that time to get caught up in work. Like I said, the reason I take it off is partly because, well, you know, not much gets done in my office during rally anyway, and also I just kind of want to. It's nice to go, you know, do things for rally, have fun for rally, or at least as much as you can. That's what we do. Anyways, I'm hoping I get a list here soon of what I'm buying for everybody, because what should be, in theory, an easy trip to do is, well, kind of complicated. And partly the issue is normally I just go up there and park, but it seems like once again the Iron Horse is being a pain about the parking situation at their place. Alright, well, lunch is done, and Sweeto Burrito is still the best place in town to get burritos if you ask me. I mean, it just is. It's reliable. I mean, I think you can get the buff chick and like the white chick and all that for like 16. You can get an all-American for 18, which I think is still pretty. When you factor in rally prices, I still think is pretty reasonable. And honestly, they're always pretty decent too. That's the problem. Half the food options down there are, well, garbage. They're absolute flipping garbage, man. They suck. They charge you $30 for a plate, and it's warm, and or it's not even warm. It doesn't fill and feed you up. It's garbage. So at least with Sweeto Burrito, it's somewhat decent still. At least I thought so. There's that Cajun burger place I want to try out. When I get a chance, I will. We'll see how that one is, but for now, I'd say the best food in downtown Sturgis still is, and probably, I don't see it changing, will be the Sweeto Burrito. And I'd say my other lunch pick is Boar's Nest. Another one of those where their prices aren't too bad. I think with a beer, and this wasn't just a cheapy beer, this was an IPA, a 60-ounce pounder IPA. And what else was there? And the burger with fries. The burger also had their pulled pork on it, which is their specialty, which to me, go to the Boar's Nest, put the pulled pork on, unless you absolutely don't like pork, because to me it's worthwhile. All that was 25 bucks yesterday during the Sturgis Rally. Now during, you know, normal times you can get the boar burger, the one that's got the pulled pork. You can get the burger for 15, And then for another $5, you can get fries. But this isn't just fries that fill up half a basket. No, it's like a big, massive, full basket of fries. Suzuki bike demos, huh? Oh, okay. All right. Well, I think we know what we're demoing this year. All right, let's go figure out what I need to do to get signed up. We got our plan figured out now. Hell yeah. Yep, we sure do. We sure do. We sure do. Yep. Fine, nicely. All right. Cool. Well, there we go. First demo ride for this year. We're gonna take the old Busa out, because why not? When you see the Suzuki trailer and you ain't rode one before, you jump on one. Granted, we ain't gonna be able to get too wild with it, but anyways, is what it is. So let's take a little walk down the line here at the crossroads. See what we can find. Well, there's the coolest thing here. Nice. Coolest thing there, right there. Not as busy as it normally is out here, for sure. Usually it's a lot busier out here. One thing about being out here is you don't really need to leave it. Like, well, Rod's been pretty smart with this setup, where just keep them here and don't let them leave. You don't have to. You got food, you got bars, you got a cycle shop, you got vendors. I mean, you got tons of stuff out here.
miles. Got a couple of late registrations coming in. I just cruise the bikes. Man, I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be a judge today. There's not a ton of them, but there's 10 of them that have a chance at winning Best of Show. Best of Show today is going to walk away with over $13,000 in prizes. The Best in Show is going to walk away with a new Paco frame and tins, a brand new 111 S&S motor, $1,000 certificate from Baker Drivetrain for the tranny, black wire wheels, and all kinds of other cool stuff. So that is just for the Best of Show. Each class, we have got all kinds of prizes. Marilyn,
that's cool.
Let's tell the folks today, as you're enjoying that beautiful Progressive Insurance free popsicle. This is our 4th annual Evo Shop. We love it. That's why we do it, right?
The Evo saved the motor company. There's no
White
question
one, number
about
2.
it. That engine platform came along at a time when it was much needed. Everybody blamed shovel heads for leaking and being terrible. They developed that engine, a whole new groove, what they call it, the Gang of 14, and a lot of company back,
And that's number 3. Yep. Yep. All fairings.
Not to mention the fact that it's completely mechanical. So this is pre-EFI.
Exactly. 84 to 99, I believe, right?
Yeah, they phased it in twin cams, so you know there's some slush in there in those years, 2000, 2001, everything all the way.
Your 115 on Monday, Toby Keith. Courtesy of the rally. I guess we can call it rally now. We heard Toby Keith. Feels good to be back on my bike. It's fun riding different bikes, but man, I tell you. All right. How do we go? Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. Look at this dude. Can't go over much further, buddy. Like, nothing like having your 3-foot wide machine take up 18 feet of space. Like, come on, man. Anyways, feels good to be back on my bike. That's how you know you got the bike that's meant for you, is when you feel good. When you get done doing a test ride on something like a Hayabusa and you're like, you know what? I'm so happy to be back on my bike. That Hayabusa was a lot of fun. Very surprising. The thing that surprised me the most is probably how you feel like you have a lot of control over it. Now, I think you could easily get in trouble, but it feels like it sneaks up on you. Like, you're doing fine, a little more throttle, and all of a sudden, oh shoot. And even one that was working the Suzuki tent even said, he's like, yeah, that's what's scary about it, because it doesn't feel like you're going that fast. It kind of just sucks you in and, come on, dude, lulls you into sleep. Well, turn your turn signal on, then I would have waited. I know turn signals are dumb, but you know. I'm not gonna wait for you, because some of those times I've had guys that were gonna Yeah, whatever. Anyways, don't matter. Holy crap, it's windy. Guess we'll see how good this stock really is in the wind. But yeah, it was very, very nice, very just tidy. It doesn't feel like you're, I think he's right, it doesn't really feel like you're going as fast as you are. Like I said, it really has a good tight, like I said, it feels good, it's got a good feel to it. Comfort-wise, it's kind of not the best. I mean, it's a sport bike. Let's call it what it is. It's a sport bike. It's not a cruiser. It's a pretty aggressive stance. Because I think, well, my hands are still kind of numb, so I think it'd be a good little toy to add to the garage. Although I wouldn't make it my primary by any means. I don't know if it'd even be my tertiary, but. Because like I said, I'm not really a sport bike rider, so it's not really my thing. But if I were in the market one, I definitely think about it. You'll spend a little bit more for a Hayabusa, but at the same time, you know, how many people you know own Hayabusas? You might know a few, but I bet you it ain't a ton. You definitely want to have access to some, you know, a place to go play with it. Well, it looks like the smoking lamp is lit down there at the Thunderdome or whatever it is now. I think it just sold to somebody, or I don't know. That thing's been sold so many damn times in the last 15 years, it's not even funny. I'm sure it'll sell again soon. Well, we're gonna go back into town. Maybe we'll go see if there's something else I want to ride out and about. People ask me what I hate most about Sturgis Rally. It's its 35 mile per hour zone all the way from practically Newell to town. Yeah, it's 35 all the way from Tom's Tees, all the way up past the Buffalo Chip, all the way up past darn near past Bear Butte. And it speeds up a little bit for a little stretch, and it's down to 45 right in front of full throttle. It used to be 35 all the way to up there, which it's a little better than it was, but still, it sucks. All it is just a speed trap, that's all it is. Just a way to get drunks. Time I kind of like just to be good, get behind somebody that's going right around 35 and be happy with it. Not really a sense of rushing into town. Just could be probably a traffic jam when you get there anyway, so. But I hate the speed limits in general. I really hate the 65 on I-90. That's ridiculous. That's flipping stupid. Because all that happens is everybody goes 71 and a half. So it didn't really accomplish nothing. It's just a whole bunch of people having turtle races going 71 and a half miles an hour. You're already speeding, you just will go up to 75. 5 to 10 miles over is the same fine. But hey, you know, it's all about safety. Right. And say speed traps aren't about safety, they're about revenue. An excuse to pull over drunks. 37.5 miles an hour. This pickup's going, he's going about 36 now. Like I said, it's kind of dumb. It is what it is, you know. So hey, if you're looking for a place to park in Sturgis, it's easy to get to, not too far away. We're right here behind the community center. Plenty of open parking here. This whole stretch, I'd say maybe a quarter of the spots are filled back here. So we'll have to walk a little bit, but it ain't too far away. Or you could pull into the Harley parking too. Well, it's not really Harley parking. Anybody can park in there. But nice thing about the street, it's a quick, easy exit. Pop out. Go out that way for the police department. You're right on the back way. You can go out that way. Go out by McDonald's. It's a pretty good little setup. Now, let's go test ride some other bikes. There, it's fine. I don't know. Every once in a while it gives me an SD card warning, but then it's like fine. So I don't know. Working the system, I guess. All right, well, I think we're gonna take a quick little swing down Old Main Street. See if I decide I want to park or not. I don't think I will. I think I might be calling it a day. I don't know yet. We'll find out, I guess. Yeah, not too bad of a day. Got to reignite my love for Sweeto Burrito. And yeah, that was cool. Got to ride a Hayabusa. That was pretty sweet. And we're gonna, yeah. Like I said, I think we might be calling her for the day, but hey, we'll find out once we swing down Old Main Street, I guess. So, but if I don't go that way or don't find anything that's worth videotaping, I'd like to thank you for stopping by the Sodak Motorcycle Blog.
Our third day of the Sturgis Rally coverage, and which has come as a shock to no one. We're dealing with wet conditions again, because nothing breaks a dry spell like the Sturgis Rally. Seen it happen many times. We'll have just dry summer, and magically during the rally the rains hit. That's always kind of how it is. I think it's more to do with the monsoon, but you know, kind of makes you feel like there's, you know, some jerks in control of this crap, you know what I mean? But hey, it's what it is. At least it's not hot. That's all I'll say to that. That's what all the people that hate hot weather keep telling me. I still like hot, sorry. But so we're gonna try to punch the gap, I think. Hell, who cares? Anyways, you know, as long as I stay on the highway, I won't get too soaked. Because that's the key with the Goldwing, is basically being able to maintain the speed, so you know, when you're operating it, the water just kind of goes over you. So that's what we're trying to do.
Well, we're getting ready to go now. Sorry I didn't get much beforehand work, but man, I was working my tail off. Just hanging out here for a few minutes. We're gonna go. You can see I got the reflective vest on because, well, South Dakota DOT didn't have enough motor officers, so, and Sturgis PD wasn't available, so, well, they're putting me to work. Welcome back to the run, everybody. We truly are tail gunning this year. But it is kind of cool to be the back of this thing, man. That's pretty damn cool. Just to see it kind of fanning out in front of you. You do get a little bit of accordion effect in the back, but man, it is kind of cool. might just have to live with the camera where it's at. Boy, that wind's blowing hard today. God. Jeez. That wind is blowing hard, my God. Well, I hope we got my deal hanging on here. I'm kind of starting. Jeez! Put that right there. Maybe that'll help it. Boy. Man. The wind is bad. Jeez. But hey, you know, you deal with what you got for the weather. We dealt with rain this morning, now we got just hardcore wind this afternoon, so should be a great day. Could be worse. I mean, it could be 100 degrees, I guess, and it ain't 100 degrees, so. Sometimes if the sun is shining, you just kind of got to take it, man. Especially around this place. Perfect. Peace. You're probably sick of seeing the wind, so we'll talk to you in a minute. Well, hey, we've made it to Rapid City. We made it. Our new route wasn't too bad. I will record more of it, but God, the wind is so brutal up on the interstate. I was worried I'd have to go, you know, grab a camera real quick before it fell off from something breaking. But yeah, we made it through Rapid City. Our ride's looking pretty solid. I mean, as much as it'd be cool to get the full 200 one of these years again, at the same time, man, management is a hell of a lot better when you only got, you know, 64 in front of you. I think, yeah, we got 64 total this year, so kind of right on average. I thought maybe we'd get some more at the pre-registration, although one important lesson I learned is with pre-registration this year is we decided just to charge for it and eat the fees from Eventbrite. I tell you what, all the pre-registers showed up this year. I think we had about 10 pre-registers last year that didn't show up. So you're a lot more inclined to show up when you pay money. Oh, I'm sorry I zoned out there. Now, I know you've seen this before. You've seen this a few times, you know. I mean, it's kind of Tuesday for me. Every rally, it's always going to be Dakota Thunder Day. I mean, even before I was a Green Knight, that was just what I did on Tuesday was Dakota Thunder Run. I'm pretty sure I'd still be doing Dakota Thunder Run even if I wasn't a member. But, I don't know, this is just a fun run. It ain't terribly expensive. I'll be honest with you, I still think that we need to give a little bit more for what we're charging. That's the fight we're going to fight hopefully this year. Supposed to be doing patches this year, but just for whatever reason just didn't happen, didn't work. But hopefully next year with your registration you get at least a patch anyway. And yes, this is very much a military run. I mean, it used to be just military, but now that we're not actually going on the airbase anymore, we can kind of open it up to everybody, but it's very much a military appreciation run. And right now, this is one of our money makers, so it was 15 per bike, went right into the pot. Excuse me. We also did a 50-50, weighs 205 bucks on there. But the guy that won it, well, he gave it back, so we made straight 205 bucks on that instead of only, 100 on it. Because since we ended up with 205, basically 100 was going to go to us and 105 was going to go to the winner, because frankly I didn't want to do math and get out the coins and all that other crud. But we're in good shape now. And if you're in the area next year, it's I'd say the first Tuesday of rally, but it's the only Tuesday of rally. So the rally starts the first Friday of August. So really, using that logic, our run is the first Tuesday of August, which is Military Appreciation Day rally. It'll probably be that way until the rally ceases to exist. So if you want to come out next year, by all means come out. I can't tell you what the price is going to be yet or what's going to be available, but hey, if you're here for rally next year and you want a run that ain't cost too much, because most of the runs you do, you're paying at least 85 bucks for. Most of them. This one, you're probably not going to pay more than $20 a bike. And I'm assuming we're going to stick to the per bike, hopefully, from now on. Although, like I said, if we do patches and t-shirts, that might be a different story. Also, hopefully, we can do our registration a little bit early this next year. But here's the thing. I am not involved in the planning or coordination of this run. It's mainly because I've been instructed by our president that I do enough. Pretty much every year the president gets with me and he's like, okay, Clutch, this is what you can do. You can do nothing else. And I go, okay, fine. Because, me, I kind of like to get involved in things and get in things. And my helpfulness sometimes is at my own detriment, because then I start doing too much. And that's the biggest concern with the president is me getting burnt out. So to manage that, like I said, this year I was really good. I kind of stayed as far away from Dakota Thunder Run as I could. I mean, there's a few things I still handled, like to check for South Dakota service dogs. I still handled that because, well, that was from my poker run, and also our treasurer works a weird schedule, so although in reality I've been kind of the de facto treasurer pretty much this whole year. So but I nominated myself for secretary and treasurer this next year, so I assume those are the roles I'm going to get. As much as I would like to be top 3 at the same time, I know what's best for the club is that if you have me in that secretary and treasurer role, because frankly, those are my strengths. My strengths are keeping the books. My strengths are keeping track of the finances. My strengths are keeping the minutes, keeping track of patches, and all that administrative stuff and money management stuff I'm really good at. So frankly, those are my strengths, and that's what I want to give to the club. And also, I'm the one in the club here that has probably the strongest and biggest roots, because I probably ain't going anywhere for at least another decade. So, and in my mind, as much as president continuity and sergeant arms continuity is nice, I actually think you're a lot more important continuity is your secretary and treasurer. especially because like the treasurer takes care of all your nonprofit stuff. They pay the state at the end of the year when we do our reports. They file the 990Ns with the IRS. And the secretary kind of keeps track of, you know, meeting minutes and all that, who's here, who's not here, all that stuff. So I think if you got solid roots with those two positions, it helps your club out quite a bit. But I keep saying hopefully we'll get a little bit more people, more participation, but I don't know if that's actually going to really realistically happen. I don't think it will. And that's okay. We're just a small club. Well, it's a combination. We got some people that work weird schedules. Also, we got some that, you know, like I've said before, they like the idea of being a club, but not actually the work of being a club. And honestly, you could even see that today. There was a noticeable amount of standing around and BSing today, and that was about it. And there was a certain few of us that were doing all the work on the table and stuff, and which is fine, but you know. But maybe we'll improve that next year. Who knows? All I know is I just show up to work at Dakota Thunder Run. So, and being that I'm more than likely will be treasurer next year and probably for quite a bit next future. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna be doing on DTR day. But I think I'm gonna tune out now, and we'll check in when we get to Sturgis. Running through Nemo. Here at a good old Big Mama's. Best place to drink beer in the hills for sure. It's not a brewery. Let's get that straight. As far as I'm concerned, the best place to drink beer in the hills, it's not a microbrewery. Also, this is one of the most beautiful towns in the hills, I think. Just you're in here in this nice, beautiful valley. And actually, you'll notice there's barely any wind here. That's what makes being up in the hills nice. Nemo's always been a cool little town for me to go to, for sure. I always kind of just wanted to live here, for sure. Lumberjack Day, oh, I missed it. That's something new you might have to check out sometime. And Nemo is also where Van Auker Canyon Road comes out. If you haven't been paying attention on any of my videos. That's Nemo Road right there. Or not Nemo Road, Van Auker Canyon, 20 miles from Sturgis. We'll see you there. It looks like they're taking us right in. No stop this year, cool. Well, that's cool, I like that. That's a good idea actually, because, well, yep, that's exactly what they're doing. They're taking us right in. Cool. That's awesome. That's great. Yep. They always do it a little different every year. I kind of wish they would just do it the same way every year, but although I would guess that's a pretty fluid situation. My guess is it probably is how everything has worked out today. Like, this is the time to go, and that's kind of got to be what you got to do, man. Kind of how it works. Either way, in the end, we can't complain too much because they hold up traffic for us. So you kind of just take what they give you. Because it's either you go with what they tell you to do or you don't have an escort. Well, that's a pretty easy decision. We want the escort, so. Because my God, this thing would be a disaster without it. Well, if you want to know how much of a disaster it is, just do a good ride once and you'll understand how much of a disaster one of these is without an escort. Because that one is a disaster. That one is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's a good cause and all, but yeah, it's like, guys, you gotta be, like, Gary, you gotta be a little more organized there, buddy. Take our nice little drive into Sturgis here. And this year, you're gonna have most of this. You're gonna have me tuned in on most of it. Oh! I did not know that the Sturgis Police now has the Pan Americas. That's cool. That's awesome. That's pretty freaking sweet, man. Well, hopefully we win that one bike that God, I hope I win it. Like I said, I want that damn police bike. That's cool as hell, dude. That's sweet. I think they still got a few of the older Harleys too, but like I said, I really want that damn police bike. I'm probably not gonna win it. But God, man, if I win that police bike, oh, I'd ride the living out of that thing. And I say the S word with all kinds of love, man. That would be my beater bike, for sure. I've been looking for a beater bike. That would be my beater bike. Now, I'd still take care of it, but that would be the bike that'd be like, hey, you know, it can sit outside in the winter under a cover, and, oh, hey, the road's a little dirty. Don't care. Oh, well, like I said, probably someone will win it who doesn't appreciate it, and they'll trade it off in 5 or 6 years. Because I can assure you of this, I would definitely fully appreciate the thing. And actually, I wouldn't have a choice because, well, my wife works with the police chief for Sturgis's wife. And I know if I did something wrong with that bike, I would never live that down. I'd probably become public enemy #1 to the Sturgis PD. And actually, he has one that got sold, gosh, it was 5 or 6 years ago, and someone let him know, yeah, there's a police bike that got given away that's for sale at Power Sports, and they managed to snag it up, so. But anyways, let's not talk about that because, like I said, it's probably not going to happen anyway, so no sense in planning on having it when you know that you're not going to win the drawing. All right, so you'll notice I haven't said something yet, and I'm not going to say it yet because, well, we had an incident right up here last year, and I don't want to jinx us for this year. If you must know what happened, well, you can go back next year or last year and take a look. Coming into downtown now. I'm pretty sure this is the furthest you've probably ever seen us. Second there, nice little Trek Bergman, that's pretty cool. That's another bike I think I want. I think I want a Suzuki Bergman, because why not? We could probably make that a beater bike too. We could have some fun content with the Bergman, I think. But the police bike would be even better. Because, well, two things. It's a police bike and it's a Harley Davidson. Which, yes, Harley Davidson videos are very good for me. People like Harley Davidsons in motovlog videos. And that's the one thing I don't have yet. No, I'm not going to bother, you know, I'm not going to sit here and be all like, oh, the only thing I'm going to worry about winning it. Eventually, I'm going to get the money saved up and we're going to buy an old beater bike, and maybe like my man Peter Aid. Maybe we'll get something like that. That would be cool. If you're wondering how long this run is, it's right at about 60 miles. My odometer is saying 62, but that don't mean nothing because, well, you know, it's a metric bike, so metric bikes don't count the miles as accurately as they should. Good old Dick and Jane's. Good old Dick and Jane's. What a lovely place. Just a great place for family fun. And please don't take my word for it. The family fun in this case is, well, just, you know, two grown adults. Having relations. That's what we're talking about with family fun. Oh, back is sore. Yeah, I'm getting old. I'm turning into an old geezer. Yeah, I'm getting old. I know. Well, that's what happens when you have a mini back spasm right before your calf or ride in the morning. So, it is what it is, man. Oh my gosh. Sore back. What's that? Was it? Good. Well, it's nice when you only got like 60, makes it a little more intimate. Man, the cop needs a cigarette after that run. Holy crap. Was that crazy? Oh. Oh well. Yeah, go up to the front there. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. Yeah. Advantage of having a big parking lot is, well, we can kind of park where we want. Plenty of room. And we have made it. Ah, we're a little bit off. Well, that was a really good day today, I think. Everything went pretty well. Didn't have any significant issues. No one went down this year, thank God. Just a good run, good day for a run. Had a lot of fun. Everybody had a good time, had a decent turnout, made a decent amount of cash, so that's always good. Saying bye to everybody as I leave. course, we got most of the club in town. Yeah, usually after rally, we all kind of scatter. Or usually after the ceremony, we all kind of scatter. Because everybody kind of got their own thing they want to look at or whatever. Of course, we got one guy, he loves Sweeto Burrito as much as I do, so we usually, it's like, yep, B1 flies over, all right, Sweeto Burrito, yep, let's go. Yeah, pretty good day. It got hot though, oh man, it got warm in a hurry. Up to almost 90 now. Kind of a wild day, really. Started off with a downpour, ended with the heat we've been used to, so yep, just one of those really good days. So this run always kind of makes you happy, puts you in a good mood. One of those you remember what you like about being a member of the Green Knights for sure, seeing this run take off. So, but next year will be our 25th anniversary, so be looking for it. Hopefully we got something good planned for you, we hope. I guess we'll find out though. But other than that, it's been a great day. Just another great day. Probably be back up here tomorrow, maybe test drive a few more bikes. Then from there, I don't know yet. We'll see kind of what the weather does. My rally may end with me going back to work and cancel and leave, or I may get a jump start on my fork seals because, well, they kind of just have to be done. Like I said, I don't want to be stuck every single night when we go to Vegas having to pull the whole bike apart, the whole front end apart, so I can get to the forks so I can clean them out with that stupid fork tool. That's all for today. It's Wednesday, oh gosh, Wednesday, August 7th. Let's see, it would be day 6 of the rally officially. This will be, let's see, video number 5 for you guys. And well, once again, we find ourselves at home getting ready to head to Sturgis because it's what you do during the rally. Wondering. Alright, so being that it is Wednesday of rally, this is usually about the time of rally you start seeing some of your bigger groups start leaving town. It's more so on Thursday, but you start seeing little hints of it on Wednesday. And I'm going to check it out here, going by some of the campgrounds, see how full they look. Here's the thing, you know, well, especially if you're riding. If you're riding, well, it takes quite a few days to get across the country. And being that Sturgis is kind of in the middle of the country, it takes a long time to get to someplace from here on bike. Because most people are not iron butters. Contrary to what they try to tell you. No, most people aren't. Most people are 300 to 400 mile a day people. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just reality. Now, bikes are built like old ones, big touring bikes, you know. Let's see here. Looks like there's some spots opening up a little bit. Not too bad yet, not too empty. I guess the big factor is going to be what although I wouldn't be surprised if cooler weather coming up for the next few days, and some people might say, yeah, you know what, it's time to get out here early. considerable damper on the first 2 days of rally. You know, man, if you didn't want to get past, then why the hell did you let everybody get past you? Just saying. Oh, well, that's just what people do. Guess I didn't really look at those campgrounds. Good one a few weeks ago coming back from Arkansas, passing an exit, and as I'm going around this vehicle, there's a state trooper coming down the on-ramp. It gets on, and you know, they're decently ahead of him. It wasn't like it was too close or nothing, so I finished my pass to get around. Well, the car I passed, that, mind you, the state trooper got on the interstate in front of me. They pop out in that fast lane like they're gonna give it hell and go around me. They give a halfway around me, and all of a sudden, and brakes go back. Like, get up and laugh. I'm like, dude, did you not see the car with the light bar on top of it getting on the interstate right in front of you? But then I realized, no, they did it because they were probably worried about who the hell is passing them, because, you know, a lot of people driving down the highway really have an issue with people passing them. Which do I say is this: if you don't want to be passed, you know what you do? You speed up. If you really don't want to be passed, at least do the damn speed limit. Those are the ones that always crack me up, because they'll be doing about 5 under, and you go around them up, all of a sudden here comes the speed. Like, why? Why do I have to all of a sudden do 80 to get around you when you were doing 70 before? But like I said, some people really have a problem with people passing them on the road. Of course, here's the thing, there's always going to be someone faster than you going down the highway, so if you don't want to be passed, you go faster. Pretty simple. That's still a pretty decent line at the Sturgis sign, but that's always true there. Well, I tell you what, this car is not going to get pulled over for speeding at all. No. They're going to be extra safe. I tell you what, decent traffic jam going into the city, that's for sure. Know your shortcuts, boys. Biggest event for the day, well, today is would be oh hell, what's the Ham and Jam Day. which is in Hewlett. Basically, they have a pig roast, and the town opens up, kind of becomes just a biker hangout. Its big thing used to be, this is old, this is what Sturgis used to be. It's kind of not that anymore. It's not a stop sign, dude. Goldwing. Like I said before, the Goldwings really showed up this year, man. It's awesome. Excuse me. Yeah, not too bad down Main Street. Of course, it is pretty well. No, it's actually 11 o'clock. That's kind of crazy. It's not as busy as normal. Street and catch a light. Or that's 6. Oh, we'll take, yeah. Try to figure out kind of what's all going on over here. I guess I could have went one more down. There's Revzilla's trailer. Oh, there's KTM's trailer right there. Well, I think we'll maybe take advantage of the free bike parking somewhere. Don't know where it's at. Let's see. Let's see here. Where do we want to go? Oh, gravel lot. That'll work. I doubt that they would actually tow a car. Yeah. There's the grass here. Hey, at least they're nice enough to mark the standpipes for you. Boy, that wouldn't be fun to hit with a bike. Clunk. Oh, shoot. Yeah. There we go. I don't understand the weird SD card warnings in that. All right. Well, I'm thinking, yeah, we could stay here, have a beer up here, walk down Main Street again, but nah, I don't really want to do that. So we're gonna head home, and we're gonna head to Piedmont, and I'm gonna go to my hometown bar and throw some cash at them, and probably have a cheaper beer as well. And wow, that's really off. Jeez. At least I kind of want the camera facing me. There it is. There we go. That'll work. All right. Good day today, though. Did a decent amount of demo rides, so got to take 4 vehicles out. So took out a KTM Super Adventure and did the Can-Am Riker, and then did a Daytona 660 and a Scrambler 400 from Triumph. So good day overall, had a good time. Probably gonna clown on you a little bit there, KTM, because you don't allow the cameras, but I will say this, you weren't jerks about it, you were nice about it. you didn't, I mean, you didn't damn near grab the camera from my hand and, you know, destroy it. Unlike another company that likes to wear blue. But anyways, it was a good day for riding. I have no idea what tomorrow's plan is. I have no idea. I have a few things I gotta do in the morning. As far as the rest of the day goes, I have no idea what I got planned yet, but I guess we'll figure it out when we get there. So, but let's make our way down to home, or to Piedmont, and have a beer at Slush Jam. After, of course, we get out of town, which could be interesting. So one thing I did forget to mention is, well, I had a pretty decent burger today at a place called the Acadia Burger Company. They're out of Louisiana. They're up here temporarily for the rally. Not a bad burger at all, actually. They're kind of claim to fame as Cajun burgers, which, well, with a name like Acadia Burger Company, that, you know, makes sense, right? But they're from Louisiana, and the burger I had wasn't too bad. I had a double, just a regular double cheeseburger, and they had a meal for 20 bucks. Well, actually, regular cheeseburger's 15, the meal is 20. But then because I'm a veteran, and they're veteran owned, veterans get the double for free. So I went with the free double upgrade. So I had a double cheeseburger, and they gave me an extra bag of chips. They're like, these chips got too much air in them. You're gonna give me 2. I'm like, well, hell yeah. And yeah, you get a soda with it too. But the burger's pretty good, like really, really good. I was wondering how it would be with how they were, you know, when they said Cajun, how Cajun it's going to be. And it was decently Cajun. I mean, it was Cajun seasoning. And, but I purposely had it without condiments because I wanted to see how much Cajun there was in it. And tell you what, I didn't reach for the mayo or the ketchup or any of that at all. Because it was a very good spice though, for sure. I mean, it was a little warm, but not too bad. It was warm enough that you could actually enjoy it. And so, like I said, I didn't have any condiment at all. Really, really good. They kind of use it's a smash burger concept. So imagine your favorite kind of smash burger joint, but imagine that with a pretty good Cajun seasoning to the burger. Oh, that was so good, so good, so good. And they were great. They were, you know, perfectly done. The cheese was melted right. Like I said, that was really, really good. They do have a hangover burger, which basically adds the bacon and the fried egg to it. And I don't know, I might have to have one. The lady who worked there, though, she said you got to come back when my brother's there because I think it's his business. Like the way it sounds, he doesn't let anybody make that burger but him. So I may have to go check that one out. But yeah, pretty good little, I mean, it's pretty close to Sweeto, I think. I'd say so, pretty close to Sweeto. Yeah, good little alternative. So that was a pretty enjoyable lunch for sure. Well, that campground that's right kind of behind me, that one looks really empty right now. Looks like a bunch of people left it today. Although one person was pulling in, so. Actually, I saw a number of people leaving town today. Quite a few. A lot of really late leaving, like at 3 in the afternoon, which, Jesus, that's a little late to leave. If you haven't been around for long, here's the thing. I am very much if you gotta go somewhere on the bike, you get up early and get going. Like, you don't sleep in until 3. Well, counter drug or something. Like that's probably what it is. It's probably for counter drug. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm not going to go have a beer at the bar. I'm going to go to the pit stop. I'm going to buy a sixer, and I'm going to go drink beer at home. Because that sounds more fun. I know I'm lame like that, but then I can actually get my, I can get some more vlog work done. I figure the more I can get done, the better. Ah, screw it, I changed my mind again. And now I passed the exit. That's okay, well, going a long way around to Slash J. So where I'm going, it's a little place called Slash J. They're located right along Main, or, well, I don't know if it's Main Street, whatever, the Sturgis Road here. Yeah, this is Sturgis Road, right? Oh, yeah, Sturgis Road. You can see it right there on the right. Okay, never mind. Too many damn people there. Oh, never mind. Changed my mind again. Well, I think I've said enough. I probably wasted enough of your time. Like I said, it's another good day today. Got a lot of days left to rally either. Well, for me personal, we got at least 2 days left at most. At most, I got 2 more days left. I think the weather's going to be decently okay. Just a little chilly, but that's fine. We can handle that. Nice thing about being chillier but not rainy as well. A little easier to walk around and enjoy things a little bit more, but because there ain't going to be nothing this weekend because I am going to a wedding this weekend. Well, good morning, afternoon, everyone. Sodak Motorcycle Vlog, day 7 of the rally. I think this is video number 6 for the series. Geez, did we get to 6? Wow, yeah, suppose we did. Going to take the slow way through Somerset or Piedmont today because, well, I've discovered that a couple days ago the audio didn't come through worth a crap because of the wind. So I'll talk to you here on the service road or Sturgis Road before we get too far down the road. That way I got something I can salvage. Today, we're gonna head up, we're gonna ride another Spider because, you know what, I kind of like that Riker yesterday. I kind of want to ride the RT just to see how it's improved over time. Maybe we'll do a standalone video on that as well. Maybe sub out one of the other ones. Haven't decided yet. The main reason I'm going there is because, well, their test ride route is really nice. Maybe hit them up today, and I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow yet for road wise, but I don't know, the Harley test ride really sucks this year. I mean, it's never that great, but at least you get some service road times so you can actually, you know, kind of feel it other than that speed on the interstate. But because of the construction on the service road, yep, that's a no-go, unfortunately. So it's basically interstate out 5 miles and interstate back 5 miles, which really sucks. me a little bit. You know, here's the thing. Like I said, it's just the stupidity. It's just dumb. Like, have some situational awareness, people. You know, I can tell you this much, and this is for everybody. This whole rally thing, boy, it'd sure be a lot easier if everybody just had just a little bit of situational awareness. Not a lot, but just a little bit. A tad bit of situational awareness would probably make all the difference in the world. It's amazing how just being aware of your surroundings can help. No, we wouldn't want to be aware of our surroundings. No, I'm here. I'm just here to have a good time. That doesn't mean you should shut your situational awareness off. For God's sakes, you're on a bike. You're on a bike. It's a little bit more unsafe than a freaking car. You probably had a beer or two. You ain't wearing a damn helmet or any safety gear at all. Maybe just have a little bit of situational awareness. I don't know. Just a fun pro tip. But hey, you know, bikers, you know, I love them and I hate them equally, for damn sure. That's okay, in a week we'll have our hills back, so none of you bastards will be here, so it'll be great. Can't wait. Can't flip it away. You can tell it's getting later in the week, because as the week goes on, everybody kind of gets to that point of like, okay, I'm sick of you, get the hell out of here, go away, don't come back for a year. Take you in a different way. So this is exit 30 here. This is the furthest west exit in town. This is also the way to Deadwood. Good old boss hoss. You still see them all the time. I'm willing to bet they probably had the same bikes in that trailer for the last decade too. Kind of another relic of the 90s and early 2000s. Very much a relic, if you ask me. Oh, where should I park? I'm gonna park right here. Yep, there. Right here. That'll work.
Tell you what, that floorboard would probably work for Shaq's feet. My God, that's a floorboard. Well, you know what they say about guys that got big floorboards on their spiders? Well, they're nerds because they drive spiders. So we are in gear. Let's see, let's do a little whee. Whee. Might be having too much fun. Nah. Too much fun's not a thing. Too much fun is not a thing. Cool. That's cool. These are cool little machines. They very much are. You can say, oh, they're not a real motorcycle. Yeah, of course they're not. But who cares, right? Who the hell freaking cares?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, that was a fun afternoon, for sure. Got the, of course, riding the Spiders. Those are fun little machines, man. They're fun little machines to ride for sure. Oh. Went down, had a couple beers on Main Street, walked around. Then I went on parts run for about an hour or so, trying to find some injectors for an 09 Police Road King with the 103. Surprisingly hard to find. I mean, and maybe, you know, Harley guys know this, but yeah, that was surprising that yeah, we can't seem to find the part. It's kind of weird. But I got a line on one more place in the morning. Hope maybe we'll find something for him. Figure fellow member of the club, so figure better help a brother out, you know. 'Cause that's just what you do. Although I don't know if they got two of them the right one, I might just say buy it for them and be like, okay, I got you hooked up now. But who knows? But yeah, it turned out to be a pretty good day. It was a good fun day for sure. Even though it wasn't really a full day, but tomorrow I'm probably going to be up here all day tomorrow. I think it's going to be an all day kind of a deal tomorrow. Figure get up early, check on that place, see if they're open. That'd be sweet if they were. It'd be really sweet if they had the part and I could help them out. But if not, we'll probably test ride some more bikes tomorrow. I'll probably go run around, do some Harleys tomorrow. I mean, I may be a Goldwing guy, but I still enjoy myself a Harley Davidson for sure. There we go. Nice thing about 360, it can be canned to the side like that. It's all good. Kawasaki Vulcan, you don't see a ton of them anymore. Out a little later than normal here at 6:20. Night owl. Getting a little crazy out on the town. Although one thing about Main Street, you start going after like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it actually ain't too bad. People start clearing out. Usually there's places to park. It's kind of nice. Kind of surprised he didn't go. Figured he was going to go. As soon as you lose, I guess. Old Goldwing guy's got better instincts than you thought. Alright. Let's head home and call her a night. Wrapped up my 6th day here at the rally. Yeah, 6? Yep. No. Yeah, 6. Having trouble figuring things out. Perhaps I'm getting old and senile. Yes. Hill climb tomorrow. That's probably the big event of the day. Otherwise, you're going to see a lot more people bailing out tomorrow. And I can't say that I fault them because, well, it takes a long ways to get some places in the country from here when you're riding. So, it's been kind of an interesting rally. It's kind of been a, I don't know, kind of a meh rally. I mean, it really has. Although I've had fun. Like I said, had a really good day today. That was pretty fun taking the spiders out. Those are a fun bike to take out. I would recommend, I'm not saying go buy one, but I would say if you get a chance to go test ride one, just take advantage, go do it. You'll be pleasantly surprised. And one thing I mentioned in those videos is just how amazing, how much better they've gotten in the last decade, because it was probably at least a decade ago. Oh hell, longer than that. I still lived in Sturgis the first time I rode a Spider. So I was living in Sturgis at the time. So that's how long ago that was. That would have been pre-2013. So yeah, it's been over a decade. And they weren't too bad then. They were a pretty solid machine then. But I tell you what, man, they have really gone to the next level in the past decade. And they said as much. A lot of money's been put into the suspension upgrades. You know, new sway bar a couple of years ago, and it really shows. Like, it's really a good, solid ride, very stable ride. If I were buying a trike right now, that's what I would choose. For sure. And they got 3 of them now. They got the Riker, the R3, and the RT, if I remember right. The RT, that's the top of the line one. That's the fancy one, the full setup, and it's, you know, their top of the line one's like $33,000. Then you got the RS, which is the right? I can't remember. R3, never mind. The R3. The R3, and that's more of your cruiser style. It doesn't have the full floorboard. It's got the pegs on it. It's got a real cruiser feel to it, kind of a bagger almost feel to it. And then you got the Riker, and that little thing, man, that little Riker can be a fun little machine. You can get yourself in trouble with one of them. Like, I think those would be perfect going down, you know, some of the gravel roads around here. They got a shaft drive, which is kind of nice. You should be okay with that. The other one's got belts. The other thing too, it's interesting, is they have a CVT, like that's in probably, if you got a Nissan, you got a Honda, that's what's in them, is a CVT transmission. So it's a little different, but I tell you what, it's kind of nice just to throttle up and throttle down, and it's there. And let me tell you, that thing will slide on you a little bit, as I found out. Taking out from the stop sign, I gave a little too much gusto about. Yeah, you can slide a Spider. Didn't know you could do that. And actually, I learned today as well on the R3, you can slide that too on some gravel. I kind of did that on purpose, though. The Riker on the pavement, that was unexpected, but yeah. Good times, right? Who thought you could have so much fun on a Spider? I was realized that, yeah, you can have a lot of fun on a Spider. Day 8 of the rally. Probably video number 7 for me. You notice we're back on the GoPro today because, well, I just felt like going with just the GoPro today. Mainly because I'm kind of getting tired of babysitting the stick every day. I figure I've given you as much footage as I can using that. So we'll go back old school for today's video. Older school. As you can see in the left-hand lane there, the Exodus is officially on. We got toy haulers and bikes and enclosed trailers and motorcycles and everything else heading east, heading out. We still got a few here probably heading into Sturgis, but not as many. Today you might not have as busy of a day today. I mean, it'll still be pretty busy downtown because it always is. Cancel. But otherwise, there's going to be a lot that are rolling out. And you'll have even more tomorrow. Although probably you'll have your biggest chunk probably today. Because yes, the Sturgis Rally is very much a first weekend rally. And actually for the longest time, it wasn't even on that weekend. It used to start the first Monday after the first full weekend of August was the official start date. But as years went along, you'd see more and more that were coming over that first weekend. And it started really, you know, petering out on, you know, Friday, Saturday of the last weekend. Well then, I think it was about 8-9 years ago, the Sturgis Rally decided to basically make the official start on Friday, the first Friday of August. And now there's basically 2 weekends of rally. But yeah, back in the day, hell, they didn't even, you know, they wouldn't even close down Main Street till Monday morning. So you'd be sitting there, you know, Saturday night down there, and hell, Main Street would still be open. And I remember one year in particular, one Friday night we were down there, and basically the whole time Friday night there was this dude in this big massive, I don't know if you've ever seen those international 4-door pickups, like just ridiculously sized. And well, he had this air horn. He basically spent the whole night driving up and down Main Street sounding his air horn. And people complain about people trailering bikes to frickin' rally. I mean, but yeah, they changed it and kind of the way it's capitalized on the first weekend, and I don't blame them, because that's kind of what people made it was a first weekend rally. So you can't beat them, join them. And now we're to the point that the barricades get pulled on Saturday night and Sunday kind of gets pulled back. But we're gonna go check in on a part one more time for a fellow club brother of mine. See if we can find it for him. And then I don't know, we'll probably go test ride some more bikes. Probably have Harley and Indian today, and then we'll go from there. Ah, Road King. I like me a Road King. Figure we're gonna start the morning running through the performance line here. Now this one's got, I think, the stage 3. Then I got some lowriders that got the stage 4. We're definitely gonna take them out. Chilly this morning for sure. This is going to be a chilly ride at 62 degrees, I think we're at right now. Nice chilly morning. Last 2 mornings have been really chilly. Weather usually, that's one thing about the rally, weather usually goes all over the place. I can imagine that, well, your chap sales, sweatshirt sales, snivel gear sales have been through the roof the last few days. Excuse me. Little paint mixer effect. Traffic's very light right now. I figured it was going to be almost really jam-packed this morning, but it's not too bad at the moment. Yeah, that's not annoying at all. Jesus. God. God. Don't even sound like anything, just bah. Thank God. Now that's better. That actually sounds like something. Not bah. Even this got a pretty good sound to it. Okay, now we're in 6. Now we're at road speed. We'll keep her easy right here till we hit the 75. And then we're gonna see what kind of pull we can get from this. This is a 6-gear pull here. Nice and easy into 80. Like pretty effortless. Pretty effortless. Woo! Little chill. But here's the thing I like about these bikes. They ain't got nothing on them, man. They really kind of make you remember what's fun about a motorcycle a little bit, to an extent. I mean, granted, I wouldn't want to do that without a windshield for 1,000 damn miles, but although if you had to on this one, it wouldn't be so bad. You know, it's got cruise control. It's got a lot of good, you know, got all the creature comforts. Hence, part of the reason why it's named a Road King, because it's made for the road. Oh, scrape! Let's see how fast we can get this one up. I don't know why the camper got over at the last minute. They were already slowing until you'd get by. Let's see what 90 feels like. Windy.
even going that fast. Alright, you're both speeding. Why don't you frickin' just finish the race, please? Well, it's come to my attention that Harley doesn't do a very good job of QCing their bikes after test rides. Had both my bags flopped open down the road. Well, good thing it ain't mine. Good they didn't have anything important in them. That's why. Usually I'll carry my hat, but I decided not to today. Alright, looks like we got our light here. Yep. Good thing I did it. Hell, I don't even own a Harley and I've already driven with the bag open. The thing that's nice about my Goldwing as well, it gives you a little warning. Can be kind of annoying, especially if you can't get the thing closed all the damn way, or if you ever have a sensor that goes bad and then the whole time you're just like, your bag's open, dummy. Goldwingers unite. No. Love me my Goldwingers, man. They're awesome. Well, this is another fun one. That's an ST with a 131. Yeah. I do kind of like the way this kind of has that old look to it. I'm really starting to become a fan of the old school the old 80s fairings. It's kind of got that little vibe and that look to it. Oh shoot. Well, we gotta start doing going a different route. Smell that coffee, man. Although I don't like the smell of roasting coffee beans. Yeah, we're gonna do that too. I don't like the smell of it. It's just, ugh. It's too much. Too much. Just too much. Yep, the exodus has begun. It's crazy how effortless that is with a 131. Like, I don't feel like I even tried, dude. Like, I didn't even try on that one. No, I just got to just wrench and wet, dude. Yeah. It's amazing just how effortless that is. How that feels. All that fun and craziness, and yet cruise control. That's one nice thing about the bikes of today, is you can have all that and then cruise control. You just give your hand a brake if you want. Yeah, I'd like to have me one of these too. Actually, I'd like to have all of them. That's to be a fun one to have. Honestly, I don't know if I really need one with the 131 in it. I mean, it's cool and all, but I mean, to me, the Stage 2 would be just fine. To me, you do all the stage upgrades on these, and you're more or less just, you know, it just, you can say, you can brag how much money you put into your machine, which is fine, but I don't know, I'm just kind of not, that's just never been a big deal to me. Because what can I say, I am a cheapskate. Although this 131, 23,000, that ain't too bad. Yeah, he roasted his brakes bad. Holy dude. Jesus, man. God. Well, that explained the smell. Alright, we are in sport now. My battery's about shot already. GoPro batteries just suck nowadays. They just suck. That's all there is to it. They just suck. Yep. Jesus. Well, one advantage of this route though is you ain't got to deal so much with old, you know, slow Jimmy doing 20 miles an hour on a CVO 135, because I don't know, maybe they want to savor the moment. You doing, man? Can't really do that on the interstate. You can do that on the service road, but not the interstate. But otherwise, I'm still a fan of the old service road route. I hope that that comes back when the construction's done. That's also why I'm not trying to break my personal record for Harleys in a day, is because, well, it wouldn't be right where I can't do the service road. I think that's a big component of it. I think it'd screw up the stats. So we're on a CVO. Cancel. And this thing's got a 135 on it. This got the new 135. And yeah, although I think the ST is a little bit better put together than this one is. I do. But let's see how much snort we got. You know, it's good when I'm just giggling. I'm literally just giggling. Like, yeah. Dang. Oh, just so easy there. Just. And like that, we're up to 95. Crazy, right? Just how effortless it is. One thing about the newer bikes, it seems like they're more and more effortless to get them where you want them to get. Although I think the ST is a little bit more tidy than this one is for sure. But still, this is a pretty good one. And I mean, it's got that classic orange styling that people love. Hell of an air cleaner there. I suppose the 135, she needs a lot of air to go. This does a pretty decent job of regulating the air. I think we're going to keep that closed for now. It's crazy, it's got a 135 in it, but it sure don't feel like it's got a 135. It feels like it when you want it to feel like it, when you want to go. When you want to get in sport mode, you know, go like that, you feel it. But if you don't want to feel it, it's just a nice little cruising machine. The volume ain't too bad either. I do kind of like these grips like this. I think those grips are kind of cool. Kind of starting to like them grips. Very good rider feel, as you'd expect from a road glide for sure, or a street glide, from a street glide that is. So pretty good feel to it. Like something you can easily take on a long road trip, which that's what these are meant to do. These are meant to cruise down the road quite a ways. Well, I think we're going to take this back, go figure out the lunch plan, and then we'll see after
launch for other bikes. Well, this is the Indian Chief Springfield. I don't know if I've ever been on this one with you. Don't think I have. Obviously, this isn't a review video or anything like that, because they already kind of got those wrapped up. So real quick, first thing I will say about the Indian, man, they really, one of the things I've really liked about them is they've kind of really embraced trying to make that kind of, you know, trying to be as close to that classic styling as you can be, which I think if you're going to be a domestic motorcycle manufacturer in the United States, you kind of have to be, you kind of have to have that. And really, you know, that's one of the big things with Indian motorcycles is, well, they are a legacy brand and they weren't around for a long time. But I think Polaris pretty much played this whole Indian situation just right. They just kind of went all in on Indian, which I think was the right call. I mean, you look at the sales figures, and I mean, because they used to have Victory. And I know the Victory brand is very much a point of contention, especially with our, you know, our previous Victory owners, current Victory owners. But you can complain about all day. Indian made the right decision. The sales for Indian way eclipsed what Victory did. So it kind of, you know, makes sense corporate wise. But the one thing I will always say about Indian, the modern Indian, is, well, there is not a modern day Indian motorcycle without Victory. I mean, Victory was kind of the proving grounds for Polaris to figure these things out. And I think they took those lessons and I think they applied them in a good way. The exodus is continuing. I know it's bigger than my V-Star was, but man, this really reminds me of my V-Star. It's kind of got a similar look to it. Of course, I always thought, and actually my grandpa, who had an Indian, told me this. He was reminded a lot of his old Indian when he saw me on my V-Star. But yeah, I got that, a similar feel, similar look. This is probably the closest thing I've ridden that was like my V-Star. Maybe that, maybe the Heritage Softail. Oh, by the way, these guys didn't get scared of the gravel like the other manufacturer did. And they made sure to point that out, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm aware. I told them I was very annoyed by that and disappointed. Very smooth throttle on this for sure. That's probably one of the better throttle by wire Indians I've had yet. Let's go. This is crazy how much this feels like a blast from the past. Like, I know it's not my V-Star, but man, it sure feels very similar to it. Very similar look to it. I just remembered how much I do miss that V-Star. That was a fun bike. So if you're wondering, I used to have an 1100 V-Star. That was my first new bike that I had. Well, actually, it was the only new bike I ever had. It was 2004 Silverado package,
Bought in December of 04 by my wife while I was deployed. It was the last 04 that they had on the floor. Regular price was $9,500. I got it for $8,900. Well, my wife got it for $8,900. And I love that bike. I put well over, well, let's see, how many miles did I put on that? I think I put right just about 60,000 miles on that bike. Rode the hell out of it. That was a fun motorcycle. The storage space was a little lacking, but man, it was sure a fun bike to have. But yeah, this thing just, it so reminds me of it. What engines she got in it? 10. Oh, that's 1901. Never mind. Man, like I said, this is just I don't know, I feel like I'm walking down memory lane here. Like, even got a similar feel with the windshield size and all that. My bars were a little more curved. They went down a little bit further. But yeah, I feel like I'm on my V-Star right now. That's crazy. That's crazy. In true Indian fashion, it is a beautiful bike. So let me show you the gravel Harley Davidson was worried about. Well, you've seen it in my other videos, but I'm going to show you it here. Just your typical bridge construction. This is usually what happens when you do a bridge construction as well. You build a little gravel road beside the bridge. It's pretty good, hard packed. I mean, granted, it wouldn't be great during the mud, and don't get me wrong, I don't like gravel. I'm not a fan of riding on it. I just never have been. I'm very glad my parents don't live at the end of a mile-long gravel driveway now. They live at the front, at the beginning of it, because I always hated going down our driveway. I hated it. Just, you get such a wonky feel on gravel, you know, especially if it's itty bitty loose. A true cruiser motorcycle here. Got the cruise set, just so that's one thing my V-Star did not have, was cruise control. And that would have been kind of nice on that V-Star to have. Especially some of them longer trips. Now, I didn't get as long as I did with my Goldwing, but I made enough trips back and forth to home, almost 300 miles both way, or you know, one way, that it would have been nice to have a cruise control on that V-Star. That was one thing that V-Star very much lacked. Alrighty. Maybe you shouldn't have been a jackass and sped up as I was going by you. That helps too. Oh, and also, you know, pulled out in front of me getting on the interstate. But hey, it's all good. It's all good, guy. I got you. But yeah, that would have been nice to have on my V-Star. But yeah, this is truly just a cruising bike for sure, man. That windshield makes it fairly nice up front. Looks like it's pretty easy to pull that off, so if you want to go without, you sure can. But yeah, just a nice little bike. This is the Chief Springfield, right? Yeah. ride, very comfortable ride. Oh, the other thing this has my V-Star in is this got hard bags too. I mean, mine had hard-ish bags. They were hard framed with a pleather on them, but I kind of wish I would have had the hard bags instead. Especially the time I scuffed them up for my tie-down straps. Whoops. Well, with the police presence on this road right now, I'm kind of glad I did the higher performance stuff in Harley this morning. So I've seen 3 police from here to from Whitewood to here. Oh, there's 2 more. Jesus. Okay, this is the most police I have seen pretty much the whole rally. Yeah, for sure. No, this is a sizable police presence today. Oh well. We'll just be good. We'll just cruise on these ones, I guess. And we could do Boulder Canyon too. I'm not going to do the double till maybe the last one. Because honestly, I almost prefer that going out on the service road and interstate over Boulder Canyon. Boulder Canyon's obviously very short, and then you just can never get the full effect of Boulder Canyon because, well, there's way too much traffic in Boulder Canyon, because Boulder Canyon's the rate of Deadwood, so. And Boulder Canyon's got some curves which are scary. Well, for some people. So 2 things I want to reiterate here. First thing, don't be that guy that is gonna go pull up right beside somebody you're riding with in the right hand side of their lane when they're over on the lane line. Just don't be that guy. But I will also say this: if it annoys you like it annoys me, you kind of gotta just live with it, because people are gonna do it. I think about the only way you could stop that is if you did like some crazy ridiculous like sideways park maneuver in the lane, but let's be honest, that's not practical. It's kind of a pain in the ass. So like I said, don't be that guy, but understand that other people are going to be that way, and that's just how it is. But I don't know, I kind of find it, I think it's kind of a dick move to do that. I don't think it's right. I've never thought that was right, but like I said, some people are just like, you know, they were raised different, and they get the mentality of like, well, it's rally, I can do what I want. Well, yeah, you can do what you want, this is America, but you know, doesn't mean you're not an ass, for sure, but it is what it is. Tell you what, I think I've been sleeping a little bit on Indian here. So this right here, this is the 101 Scout. It is a fancy special edition. It's got a cool little paint job on it. So the Scouts now have cruise control and ride modes and all that other fun stuff. I gotta say, I do love me a little Scout. They're just fun little bikes. And, you know, they're not, I mean, they're fairly easy to hop onto and be in control, you know. And you got, you know, 111 horsepower on this one. 1250 V-twin. I don't know, man. I should have been doing some demos over at Indian this week. Oh well. I need some place to go next year, right? All right, here's the question. Is he gonna go for 2? Is he gonna go for 2? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? We're going for 2. Actually, this is my last ride for the day, so I think we're gonna go check out the rally at exit 55 one time, I think.
just cause why not? So yeah, I think we're gonna make this the last one for the day. I think we're gonna go check out the rally at exit 55, but honestly, I'm probably not gonna record much of that because there's probably nothing new there. There's a reason I haven't really shown you any of that yet this year, because it's, I mean, nothing really changes there. I mean, if I see something cool, I'll turn the camera back on, but I think that I don't think there'll be much of, you know, substance there for me anyway. So we're gonna end this with a nice little run up Boulder Canyon, and actually that's also gonna end the Sturgis Rally coverage. So every year, you know, I kind of think there's like a, you know, I always try to come with a one word that kind of describes the rally, and I'll be honest with you, this year, meh. This year's word to describe the mallet rally is meh. It just, I don't know, it wasn't nothing special, it wasn't nothing super exciting this year. I mean, the only thing I really enjoyed, you know, really exciting to me was, you know, a different style of flannel. But other than that, it was a very, like I said, just kind of a meh rally. I mean, there were a few concerts, but even that, there wasn't really any concerts that really interested me. You know, everything was just, like I said, it just felt like this year was kind of a meh year, so. But sometimes you'll have years like that. I think next year's might be just a little bit different because it'll be the 85th, and 5s and 0s are the big rallies, so. But like I said, I don't know. And maybe I've just been to too many of them. I'm starting to lose some of the excitement for it. But the last few days have been pretty fun. Getting on those spiders yesterday, just riding on random bikes today, that was a lot of fun. And, you know, just an overall good time. And that's the big thing, you know, I still had a good time. Maybe it wasn't as exciting as normal, but I still had a pretty good time at rally. And hopefully next year will be even better. So yeah, like I said, today's my last day of rally. I got a wedding this weekend I'm gonna go to, and honestly, I mean, I don't know if I'd even come up tomorrow anyway. Would have liked to done another deal like we did last year, where I tried to see how many Harleys I could ride in a day, but honestly, I didn't really want to, considering they didn't even go down the service road this year. You know, the Harleys just weren't as fun going interstate to interstate. Just wasn't as fun. But I still had fun riding through that performance line, so that was a good time. As you see by their infotainment, and you've seen from the new Harley screens, there's no comparison now. Like, Harley has beat them again. But I'm sure Indian will come out with something bigger and newer here soon, I would guess. They always seem to. You know, they'll probably pull a Ram and have a display that's as big as this flipping fairing or some crazy crap like that. They would be the ones that would do that. But I think that's all. So I'd like to thank you for stopping by the Sodak Motorcycle Blog and checking out today's video. And if you've watched the whole Sturgis Rally series this year, or if you're watching my lazy remake of the whole thing in February when I don't have a video to do, and you've been here for 2.5 hours, hey, I appreciate you being here this long. But anyways, I'd like to thank you for stopping by the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. We release weekly motorcycle videos every Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, or to make it easier on you, just 7 p.m. in Denver. we're on the same time zone as Denver here, and I release them on my home time zone. So, but if you don't want to remember what time it is, the other thing you could do when you subscribe to the Sodak Motorcycle Blog, which you should, you can hit the bell notification icon and you will get a notification every time that I release a new video or put out anything new on YouTube. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you dislike this video, hit the dislike button. Please feel free to leave a comment. If you do leave a comment, we'll get you featured on the monthly Comments and Beer show. Whether your comment's good or bad, I mean, if it's a particularly bad one or crazy one, you know, like crazy hate speech, something like that, we probably won't feature that one, but we'll feature most of them. Other than that, please tell your friends about Sodak Motorcycle Blog. Tell them check me out. If they like it, tell them subscribe as well. And once again, for the Sodak Motorcycle Blog, I am Clutch. We'll see you later.